Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. A very quiet Saturday is going to be most likely. I just showed you in the Bitcoin video my long-term Bitcoin chart. I will do that on the Ethereum chart as well in one of the next videos, so feel free to subscribe if you don't want to miss that. I'm just reworking it a little bit because I want to make it perfect also with regards to my expectations around the Fibonacci retracements and extensions that the individual waves need to reach in each wave. So I'm working on that right now, and probably in the next few days I will present you with an updated long-term Ethereum chart. Just did that on the Bitcoin video, so feel free to check that out. And again, if you don't want to miss it, check out the subscription here for this channel. Or as a channel member, you can get access to all TradingView live charts that we talk about anyway in the regular video. So you can always see any changes, you can always open it, you can always get your reference levels and so on. Okay, but looking at the shorter time frame chart for Ethereum, nothing changed really since yesterday. I think it is going to be a quiet Saturday. That is exactly how crypto works. We have periods of very aggressive movement here. You can see that it was very fast. I mean, that's not even a lot in terms of, what it has done since November last year or so, because we had very strong and quick movements, okay? We have Ethereum exactly where we want it in our support area, but you can get these very aggressive movements and then you get days of choppiness and no movement at all other than a little bit of range movement. So you always need to understand that. So either it's super exciting for a few days or it is super boring for a few weeks. And that is just the nature of crypto. In these choppy movements or in these choppy ranges, you can do a bit of range trading. You can do other stuff. You can trade other assets. You can just switch on the grid board and stuff like that, right? And then when it starts to get aggressive, you ideally are already positioned because you don't want to chase a move like that. You will always be left out, or most of the case, most of the times, because let's say you have this third wave rally that we had here into June. Then if someone wanted to get a position here, yeah, surely you could have made profit, but you needed to wait for days and a lot of people would have lost patience again. Okay, so just be aware of that. Ideally, I use these times here to get a position and then get on with other stuff. But this is very important to know. Crypto is like that. Crypto is either very boring or super interesting and exciting. It's very binary. It's not like the stuff in between. Maybe one day it will be like that. A lot of other asset classes are like that. The advantage on the Bitcoin and Ethereum charts and many altcoin charts is that you can recognize very well when we deal with an impulse. But yeah, we have Ethereum where we want it. We had our 5-wave move to the upside into the June high. And currently we're dealing with a 3-wave move to the downside in an ABC correction. And the idea is that this A wave completed already, the B wave completed, and we're now in the C wave to the downside, which is a 5-wave move. No change at all to yesterday's wave count. So the idea is here that in this C wave, obviously we're dealing with an ending diagonal. So these sub waves are 3-wave structures. So we've got here a wave 1 complete, we have a wave 2 complete, we have a wave 3 in the making most likely, a wave 4 should still happen, and a wave 5 as well. In my opinion, it should take us into the region between 1830 and 1780. You can never rule out a brief break below it, but I don't think at this stage that it would come down to 1713 unless we get an extension, which can always happen, but the extensions are not what you normally expect in such a diagonal. So unless we get an extension to the downside of one of these waves, we should be good to find support somewhere in the region between 1780 and 1828. So yeah, all going at the moment according to script. The fact that it's very choppy here at the moment just indicates and confirms my view that we are in an ending diagonal. Ethereum likes to attack the resistance here again. Bear in mind that this trend line here is not very well defined, but we seem to be finding resistance again at the descending trend line. A break above the trend line would not necessarily make it bullish. It would take a break, a sustained break above 1906 to consider something more bullish, but it would not necessarily be clearly bullish. The downside movement would look clearly incomplete at this stage. So ideally one more low, if not 2 more lows, would be expected. But nevertheless, as I said, from a tactical point of view, I already have obtained a first position for the third wave rally, which I expect afterwards. But you need to understand that the condition for such a third wave rally into the $2,500 region here, yeah, is only that expectation will only be kept alive as long as we're holding 1713. Below that level, I have to change my perspective and something more bearish might be playing out. Yeah. This is currently my view about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.